Y'all, so I randomly found this video on my YouTube feed and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this thumbnail? I'm gonna click on this because it's really speaking to me right now. And this video is probably like the best thing I've ever seen, like the best MapleStory content related thing I've ever seen. And I first of all, go watch it, go fucking watch it. For some reason he puts one of my videos into this clip and he's just like essentially just criticizing like the current state of MapleStory and the fact that it's just nowhere near as similar as, you know, like 2007 MapleStory, for example. Point is, it's just no longer the same game, and a lot of people come back to this game thinking it could be same, like similar, but it's not. Like MapleStory now, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, y'all. Like MapleStory now in 2024 is nowhere near as like the same shit as like our childhoods remember it. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys, I came back to MapleStory to fucking like relive my nostalgia. Like I really cherish those times when you know, I was like 8-10 years old and like playing on the family computer, just like farming on my like Nightwalker, my bandit, my level 30 bandit. Like I was literally doing Monster Park, Monster Carnival and all that shit. I am very much a nostalgia player. Okay, I love this game. This game has an imprint on me. While my other friends were playing RuneScape, I was not playing that. I was playing that game looks fucking ugly to me. I'm sorry, RuneScape fans. It was old school RuneScape fans. No. I was in MapleStory because MapleStory was basically like anime pixel sprites, and I was huge into anime back then. I was watching like Bleach and Naruto with my cousin at like fucking 11 p.m. like staying up late on school days. Like, guys, I'm getting like different tangents, but MapleStory back then just way different than now. And honestly, if you're looking for that experience, if you're looking to replicate that same exact experience, do not play I'll be honest with you guys, do not play MapleStory now. It's nowhere near the same thing. And I quickly realized that if I knew that MapleStory was not the same thing as 2007, 2009 or whatever, like before Big Bang, I don't think I'd be playing MapleStory. Like I came back to MapleStory in 2021, a couple years ago, because my cousin was like, "Yo, come back to MapleStory," and I was like, "All right, fine, I'll do it." And then they quit, and they left me here, and I'm like, "Fuck it, let me just fucking talk to people online." And I made some friends online, and to be honest, I've been talking to people online more often than real life, and that's fine. And you know what? I met one of my best friends on Maple recently because it turns out he lives in the same state as me, so we met up. We got Korean barbecue. Shout out to him, you know who you are watching this video. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Point is, MapleStory is just not the same. And like in this video is amazing. He's talking about how, like, first of all, the Legion system, I get it, I completely get it. Like the Legion system is kind of ridiculous. I think MapleStory now is all about solo progression. That's why Reboot is so popular, and like I think Reboot is better than Reg Server, but I think overall MapleStory as a whole is just no longer the same as back then, and it just doesn't have that charisma or that magical feeling to it. And honestly, I've just, guys, like this entire time I've been playing MapleStory for the past few years, I've been chasing that feeling that has already long left my fingertips, you know what I mean? Like I just don't think MapleStory now is the same shit, and I don't think I can ever relive those days. But let me tell you guys a little bit about my past, okay? I was really into MapleStory when I was a kid. Like to the point where I was also on YouTube and I was trying to make like MapleStory MMVs and like animations. I used to fucking make cringe ass MapleStory like music videos. I also used to make like MapleStory Flash animations. Like it was so cringe, but I just loved the game so much. I loved how people would express themselves through their avatars and shit, and like these random ass people I would meet online just have like the same exact interests as me, and we would just talk online through like MSN and AOL and all that shit. And it was a different time. It was just like there was no, this is before social media. Like this is before like Facebook and like Twitter and like MySpace and all that shit, TikTok. Like it was just way different. We were just talking to people through like YouTube, and like we just added each other through AOL, MSN. It was just so different, guys. I'm gonna age myself so fucking hard through this video, but guys, I was born in the late 90s, and this game is everything to me. And this guy's video is just spitting straight facts. Like I think MapleStory sucks. Like it sucks, but it's also like one of my favorite games in the world. It's just no longer the same thing that it used to be, and I cannot stress that any further. Like it's just, God, it will never be the same. It will never be the same. So I completely understand why people like want to play like private servers, even though Nexon does not endorse that. So that's why they were like, okay, Nexon's like, let us do MapleStory Worlds. And I'm honestly tempted to try it, but I don't know. The sunk cost fallacy is real. Like I've invested so much fucking time into like current MapleStory, like like modern MapleStory. It's just like fuck. Like I'm so addicted to doing like dailies and shit and like progressing my account and stuff. And I don't know. It's just it feels like I should just quit, but at the same time I'm just like it's kind of fun to just like see modern MapleStory. But I think we all of us fell in love. All of us playing MapleStory now fell in love with MapleStory back in like 2008, 2007, 2009. I've never met like I've only met MapleStory players who really like this game. You know, like they didn't play, like they're not new players, like they're all old players. Like people who like this game now are all nostalgia players from like 2008. Like literally they found this game when, and like their cousin or something, their older cousin like got them into this game, and then it just has an imprint on their brain. Like this game is, I'll be honest, this game is like really fucking special. It's like this game is like, it's more than a game. It's about the people who play it, and it's just, it's fucking amazing. The pixels are just so iconic. I can't get over MapleStory. I kind of wish I never came back, because now I'm making cringe YouTube videos about MapleStory, and it just feels like, you know, we all are just chasing that feeling that we can never get back again as when we were like kids. And it's just like, it's kind of interesting that we all have the same experience of, you know, being a chronically online internet child. But yeah. But yeah, guys, if you enjoy modern MapleStory, like you've really grown into it, like honestly, I'm one of the people who like modern MapleStory, but I at the same time, I acknowledge the fact that old school MapleStory is not the same as new MapleStory, which is what I'm playing right now. Like, look at my character. This character looks so much more modern than like these outdated sprites from Showatown, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you pronounce it. I was in the trenches. I was playing MapleStory in like 2006 with my cousin, like on the fucking worst computer ever. Like we were like fucking on like the shittiest laptops you could ever imagine. We were just like out here like playing like sweaty balls and shit in the summer. Like we were out here in the trenches. But yeah, MapleStory, me and my cousin would like consume MapleStory content from like 2000. Like we would watch, you know, Dre 86. We would watch just like stupid animations, like I guess Sprite Fan. We would watch, like, I even tried to like make MapleStory like fighting animations because of these people. It was really cool. It was a really nice community. This was like the time around like Newgrounds and shit. And just flash animations just dominated like everyone's, like, you know, that was a shit back then, for real. Like that was like our TikTok, you know, like like us kids from the 90s and shit, you know. But yeah, if you want to come back to MapleStory in 2024 to relive those days, you will not get that experience. So I'm just warning you right now, like, I don't know, I play the new MapleStory because I've grown attached to these people that I've met, but at the same time I realized that I'm just far past my expiration date. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever feel like that? Like you're playing MapleStory now, but it's just not the same thing. So that's why, I mean, like, if you really want to relive your MapleStory nostalgia, I'm gonna go ahead and just plug the most, like, honestly the best MapleStory content creator, Togain, is that how you say it? Like, his content is just, oh my god, chef's kiss. Like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. He talks about like old school MapleStory. It's just fantastic. Like I think we all can relate to like old school MapleStory. Like, we love that shit. Like bring back Tiger, bring back like Fameblade, like bring back these like mysterious people who were just like the celebrities of like back then. Like, it was just so much cooler. Now, like, honestly, no one gives a fuck about the MapleStory celebrity, like, quote, celebrities now. I'm sorry, like, I don't, that is not my magnum opus. Like, that is just not what I like aspire to be. I think about like, where the fuck is Fangblade now? Where the fuck is Tiger? Where the fuck is his girlfriend, like Sushi or whatever the fuck? That was probably a guy, by the way, but yeah. I don't know, I just really miss the old days. But I think a lot of us who play MapleStory now are just cringe, and we just kind of cling on to our old memories. And so, you know, it's just not the same, guys. It's not the same. I could talk about this shit all fucking day. Let me know if you guys want more like nostalgia content. I'll talk about like old stuff. But yeah, I think this guy, okay, Jimmy G, I'm gonna plug your channel. Yo, this video is amazing. I fucking love it. I'm gonna watch it again later, but I already watched it once, and I was just like, every single thing that he said in this video is just like fucking facts, bro. Like, I was just like, yo, I was just nodding my head the entire fucking time. But yeah, shout out to this guy. And please, like, support MapleStory content creators. Like, if you grew up with MapleStory, like, watch all of this like nostalgia content shit. Just relive the old days through these these amazingly edited videos. Like one of my favorite channels is definitely Togain. He does nostalgia content, like I said, and I love it. I literally, his videos are like 1 or 2 hours long. I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking watch this shit. This is fucking niche ass content that I grew up with, and I'm going to, you know damn well I'm gonna consume all of this content. So subscribe to that guy. Fantastic content. I think new MapleStory content is just, it's kind of brain rot, to be honest. Like you guys know like brain rot, like skibbity gat, like skibbity toilet shit, like that's I equate that to like MapleStory content now, like super modern content. So I get when people like come back to the game, or they just search up MapleStory, they're like, oh, MapleStory is still alive in 2022 2024, that's interesting. And maybe they come across my channel, Poppy, and they're like, wow, what, I'm not immediately, I'm not interested in modern MapleStory. And I completely get it. I completely get it. Like I try to get people into this game through my YouTube channel, but I just think it's well, I know it's not the same shit. So just don't feel obligated to get into it. Like I feel like you shouldn't come back to MapleStory because it's not the same shit. But you know, if you watch my videos and you're like, hey, I'm living through you, like I feel like we are me and you, the viewer, like we are one. Like you can just live through my experiences, I guess, if you don't want to play MapleStory. So you know, if you're watching my videos and you don't even play the game anymore, I'm just like, you know, I feel you, bro. Like I kind of wish I didn't get into this game, but you know, I just feel like I'll never meet the same people that I met on this beautiful ass game like 15 years ago. It's just so frustrating, but at the same time I really do cherish those memories. And maybe we just need to move on. We just need to move on, and I think I've moved on, but I don't know, this guy's video, Jimmy G, just really made me realize that like it's such a niche esoteric feeling that cannot be replicated. So that's why you should just not play MapleStory. You know, MapleStory Worlds, the thing that Nexon launched, I'm tempted to try it, but I don't know. I'm gonna just try to like remember what I like, my full thoughts. So I do feel bad that like new players come back to MapleStory and they're like, what the fuck is the Legion system? You're telling me I have to level up 200 characters? Like level 0 to 200 is the early game? Like you've lost me, bro. And I completely get it. I get it. I think you know, if you're an old MapleStory player, you know that level 200 was the max level back then. Hitting level 200 back then was like literally the hardest shit ever. Like Fangblade, Tiger, Sushi, all these bitches are like literally like sleeping at their computer and they're like trading shifts with people. Account sharing is bannable offense, by the way, so fuck all y'all. I'm joking. But yeah, back then 200 was like the end game. So when new players come back to the game now and they're like, wait a second, level 200 can be done in 1 minute. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's actual brain rot. It's actually like, it's like a different world to them. So I completely get it. Like, it's a complete turn off from like old players who want to get back into MapleStory now. It's just so different now. Like, I get it. And I don't know how I even adapted to this game nowadays, but I don't know. This game, I'll be honest, like I don't want to sound like a doomer. Like, this game is just, if you enjoy modern MapleStory, like all the power to you, right? Like I do enjoy modern MapleStory. It's way different than old MapleStory, but you know, I just separate it from old school MapleStory. Like if you enjoy like modern MapleStory now, it's completely fine. It's not the same. It's not. I know I've said that like fucking 500 times, but I'm so sorry. It's just not the same. MapleStory now is not the same as 2007 or whatever. But yeah, just to somewhat conclude this video, like put an ending thesis on this video, I just think that, or I know that, like the MapleStory that you see now is just no longer the same thing that it used to be. So I will just say that the MapleStory that you loved, you grew up with, is dead. And if you want to experience that, you can, you know, do other things that I cannot say in this video. But you know, like don't play new MapleStory. Just reminisce and don't waste your time. Like, you have a life to live. I'm sure the people that you played MapleStory with in 2006 want you to live a good life. They want you to live a happy life, get married, have kids, whatever the fuck you want to do, be a stripper, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, as long as you're happy, I think, you know, MapleStory is there with you. Like, these memories that you hold with you. Because I'm just, again, a very sentimental, nostalgic person. I don't want to sound corny, guys. I don't want to sound corny, but like, this game is just magical. Like, this game is, it's created so many memories, and it has an imprint on a lot of people's brains. Like it's just facts. Like, it's just, this game is iconic. This was like one of the original games that came out in like like the 2000s, like RuneScape this, and it was like World of Warcraft or whatever. I never played those shit. I played MapleStory because I found it in the back of a magazine and I got my cousin and I to play it. So yeah, I guess that's my story. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, comment below like your entire like MapleStory nostalgia story, because I would love to hear it. Write a fucking essay, write a fucking like a seriously like a heartfelt message, like what this game means to you, because it does mean a lot to me, and that's the whole reason why I even started playing again, because it's just like these pixels are just so damn memorable to me, and I just will never forget them. Like I'll literally be like 80 years old and I'll just be like, fuck, MapleStory was my childhood and I guess my adulthood, because I'm playing MapleStory in 2006, or sorry, I'm playing MapleStory as a 26-year-old and making YouTube content about it. But yeah, leave your story below. Like that sounds so fucking corny, like MapleStory, haha, whatever, but leave your story below because I would love to hear it. Like I read these comments, I really do read these comments, and subscribe to Tokane. I love that guy's channel. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. I could ramble for fucking hours about this shit, but I love MapleStory. I really do.
MapleStory